Greetings and welcome to a Monday edition of the Shotgun Start. It is September 9th. Andy, how are we doing?
Brendan, I'm doing great. I got to say, it's Victory Monday. All is well here. My football teams are just, top of their conferences, divisions. How are you doing?
I'm great. My college team is ranked for the first time in however many years. I don't know. We put a 56-0 whooping on Duquesne, which is, nothing to, crown yourself for. But in the Jeff Hafley era, that would have been a dogfight. We might have been sweating that one out. It might have been a 10-point game at some point. He's now wreaking havoc on the Packers, and BOB is getting us into the top 25 by mid-September. As for my professional team, I'd rather not acknowledge what went on today.
I was wondering if you just weren't going to bring it up.
There's nothing to say. It's a disgrace. I scrolled Twitter. It's a mix of people saying it's a disgrace. It's the worst contract of all time. It's the worst, second worst, and third worst contract of all time. The future is bleak. I'm wondering, we need someone who makes up the suspensions for the PGA Tour. They make up like, oh, he has like a bum like back. He's just going away for 3 months. That's what they're going to have to make up for Deshaun Watson, who is just, our morally bankrupt owner, decided to put his thumb on the scale. He'd already done it with Johnny Manziel. Took the word of some guy on the street, imposed Johnny Manziel on our team. Then he imposes, Deshaun Watson tells the Texans, I don't think I want to play football anymore, but we give him the largest guaranteed contract in NFL history. And he can't throw. He can't throw it 10 yards down the field. He's a bad person. Our owner sucks. The team was a disgrace. They were just not one of the most humiliating home openers. Now the owner wants to move the team, 30 miles south to some like wasteland south of the city next to the airport. No offense to people who live nearby the airport, but there's a reason there's a huge plot of land to build a stadium next to the airport. There's no, like, our owner's just holding us hostage with a bad quarterback. And it's just, there's no hope after this first half of play. It's just, he can't be the long-term solution. Maybe we'll be good with Jameis. We find Flacco, DTR, but like this needs to end. The cap hit in like not 25, but also 26 is like 70-some million dollars. And it just, I need the DOJ to figure out another investigation into our owner is what I think needs that. Because he got to stop putting his thumb on the scale with our quarterback. Because this has set our franchise back now years again. Wow. How about you? How was your quarterback?
Fine. It was fine.
Oh,
it was just
a tepid fine.
No, the Bears won the way the Bears have won my entire life. It was the most quintessential Bears game. We have a new quarterback. Would you say he was
better than Deshaun Watson or worse?
I think he was better. I think, listen.
I didn't see it.
Was he incredible? No, he wasn't. Is that okay? Yeah, he won the game. He didn't do anything stupid. He didn't make any stupid plays. And he missed a couple of throws that could have had big plays. And the couple throws he missed, probably were touchdowns, So whatever. I'm not
John Elway's
I got all these people that are all up in my business, oh, he stinks. It's it's one game. It's one game. We're not going to overreact.
I mean, you got what, a punt block for a touchdown, a pick for a touchdown, and a field goal.
That's Bears football. That's the way we win games. It was
but that's not what you were shouting about in August.
It was a vintage 06 Bears game. It was a vintage 06 Bears win. Special teams.
Justin Fields threw for more yards. I know people are going to throw that one in your face.
You know what? Let's check in after 6 games. All right, let's check in after 10 games.
I don't need to check in on my team after 6 games. I've seen enough for 3 years, but I'm happy for you. You get a dub. I just want to add some context.
Hey, you know what? We're at the top of the division.
Pack lost. Lions are tonight. Vikings won. Vikings whooped up on the sad Giants. Got to be dire in New York, PJ. I know you're not a Giants fan, but that's not going to be a good Monday.
I was listening. Papa was doing the pregame show as I was driving to my friend's house before 1 o'clock. Papa was fired up about the 100th season of New York Giants football. I don't think he's fired up anymore.
I want to add some stats. John Elway's first stat was 1 of 8 for 14 yards.
I wish I could tune into local Cleveland Browns radio tonight.
Dude, It was so bad. I've like just would pop up Twitter. They're talking about how well Baker's playing in Tampa, Flacco, and then how bad Deshaun is. It's like it's a sad scene, humiliating, embarrassing. Like a lot of that being thrown out. Ken Dorsey, we have a new offense. It's new. It's not any good, but it's new. So that's good.
Wasn't he bad in Buffalo?
I don't know
too?
if he was bad. Yeah, he got fired in the season last year. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think Caleb was very good, but we'll see. See what happens. You got to beat the Titans at home.
Why are you going to? We beat them. We went on a 24-0 scoring run.
I know. It's just not what I heard in August. Like, we're just going to be popping one deep to Rome Odunze, and then we're going to Keenan Allen, and I didn't see that happening. It doesn't seem like.
We won the game. He did what he needed to do to win the game.
6 weeks. Is that all you're giving them before you make a judgment?
No, I'm just saying is we can't be upset. I'm trying to play. I'm not trying to get out over my skis. I haven't been hyperbolic at all the last couple weeks on this pod. I think we put our planet, our flag. We're Super Bowl contenders after today. Everybody in the league knows we're out there. I
mean, yeah, technically everybody could say that in week one. Even the Browns.
1-0, top of the division. We got an interesting kill. I feel like we could be 7-2.
93 yards passing.
We've got a couple tough games coming up, but then we got a nice run of weak opponents. We got a good start to the schedule. I think we're going to be a playoff team.
All right.
We'll see. I got to apologize for my university.
Why?
What a disgrace rushing the field after beating number 19 Kansas is.
Oh, get it while you can. I mean, come on.
Get it while you can. It's Kansas.
It was like, what was it, like 10:30 local? Everybody's probably hammered, and they just want to run on the field. I don't know. God, you know who's not running? Bert. You were not kidding about him putting on, even getting big. Like, what is that pullover at this point?
I think it's custom.
I mean, that is like the hefty bag, the big one, the contractor bag. What's going on? That's not good, man. No, it's not. I'm worried about him. That's not healthy.
Hey, maybe he'll get on Ozempic.
Yeah, there are solutions for that.
I gotta say, we got a pathway to the CFP. I was looking at
no, stop. I'll let you say the Bears are Super Bowl contenders. I'm not going to let you go with Illinois CFP. You're 2-0.
Can I
beat Kansas?
Can I lay out the schedule? Their tough games are at Penn State and at Oregon.
Okay.
We pull off one of those. We don't have Ohio. We don't have Ohio State on the calendar. We could be playing in the Big Ten championship game. Okay.
And then you got to play in the Big Ten championship game. It's not going to go well. And then you'll be not in the CFP. It would be my guess. I think you're I think you started this last year. You were talking about how you might be in the West and then
2 years ago.
All right.
We had a legitimate, we would have been the West champion. Remember, we were at the Fields watching them boot away that Michigan State game.
I remember that. BC goes into Mizzou this week. Could be a big one. Mizzou's top 10. We have an actually hard schedule this year, but we'll see.
It's my wife's alma mater. She's a big Mizzou Tigers fan.
All in it. She know the depth chart and all that, the 2 deep and everything. Eli Drinkwitz.
Yeah. She wears Mizzou gear all around on weekends.
Okay, so you're bullish on the Bears.
I'm not bullish on the Bears.
Okay,
I'm fine. I'm excited to watch next week. I haven't been this excited about what's going on. I gotta say, I didn't really like what was going on with the offense of coordinator.
Who is that again? The kid from Seattle.
Yeah. I don't know.
How about Eberflus coming in a leather jacket?
Well, this is a new look. He's an image guy now.
It's September 10th. You're wearing leather around already? What is it, like 65? He's got his hair slicked back.
That's his new look. He's going to be the best dressed coach in the NFL.
It's like Freddie Kitchen showing up in the leather jacket. All right.
PJ, you ready for Monday night?
No, I'm not ready for Monday night.
You've been waiting all day.
I'm so scared. I'm beyond scared. I don't think they're going to win the game, which is like totally fine. Great loss, maybe best loss possible. He lost to the best team in the league. Fine, I don't really care. I just need him to not get hurt, and I can't guarantee that. So, until that happens, I can't.
Him is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really fathom anything else.
Talk about a tough rooting situation, you guys. At least I got a quarterback that is easy to root for.
I have Kyle McCord, baby. Syracuse is going to be ranked next week.
There you go. College minute.
The Kyle McCord revenge tour is on. Ohio State kicks the guy off the team, and he's leading the country in passing through 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you.
How about our three schools, 3 football powerhouses?
Hey, you could claim Northern Illinois by extension, right? I mean, you're from Northern Illinois originally.
No. I don't want anything to do with the Huskies.
The directional school, not going for that one.
No,
God, they got Jason Garrett breaking down Caleb Williams on my TV. Like, what are Jason Garrett's credentials to do that? I mean, what I'd rather listen to you talk about Caleb than Jason Garrett, but he just keeps getting more and more money from NBC. Hey, PJ, there's nothing to talk about with golf. Do you want to go with Champions Tour Minute, the earliest it's ever been? The podcast on Monday.
Sure. Okay. You got absolutely hosed on one and done. Bernie loses in a playoff to Wai Yang. How
about our one and done picks?
I was going to say Bernie second, Stu Cink solo third, and Joe Durant T8. Look at that. 3 in the top 10. That's
incredible. That's truly incredible. I didn't even know Durant was in the field.
When you screenshotted it, it was tied. 2 of them were tied for first. Stu kind of choked it, honestly, but Bernie loses in the playoff to Wai Yang. Congratulations to Wai Yang. But the preeminent Champions Tour gambling podcast, I would say we're hot right now.
I can't wait for next week.
Why Yang? Not the first time he's taken a legend. Just put him in a body bag there at the end.
That's what I'm wondering if he's going to end Bernie's career with this, the way he ended Tiger's career.
Tiger sees Wai Yang out there doing damage. He might be motivated to go play the Champions Tour, get his revenge out there on the senior circuit.
Do you think Tiger's going to clean up on the senior circuit?
No. I don't think he's going to do that at all. I think he's going to play TGL and, 4 times a year, essentially.
Is TGL going to be a disaster?
It could be. Don't know. To be determined. Seems like they have a real building this time around. But I mean, at least on the outside, structurally. It's not, a tent with one of those bouncy house fans going in the one end of it.
Do you think the guys are gonna fly in from Riv on Monday morning to Florida to play TGL, or flying from Pebble and then having to fly back out to the West Coast?
I mean, I think they kind of have to. Didn't they sign up for it?
I'm saying, do you think they're gonna like it?
No. I mean, I'm not saying it will be a disaster, but there's the potential for this thing to be for it to be comically disastrous. Probably. I mean, potential. I guess there's a potential for everything to be comically disastrous. But yeah, it could be a bad show. We don't know yet. We don't know. I'm not worried about the TGL though. Here in September 8th, I'm worried about the Browns.
Just wait till the Creator Classic TGL.
Screen golf for the creators?
Yeah, they'll play in the TGL Stadium. I bet it's already in the works.
I'm sure.
Bet it's already happening. Wheels are already in motion.
There's a real sort of cottage industry for creating new golf products that aren't as good as the actual golf, but thirsty attempts to sort of hoover up some perceived audience while putting no money in or thought into the actual. thing that you do, which is, essentially 72-hole stroke play for the best pros in the world. I don't know. Seems like we'll do matches, we'll do screen golf, we'll do creator golf. We got the Cardigan Classic. Are you going to be watching that?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch DJ Khaled play golf
against Jimmy Fallon. Seems like a force multiplier of things that people don't like. But I could, and people,
I think people like Jimmy Fallon, right?
Oh, PJ, I see recoiled.
I think he's kind of jumped the shark. I think people are over it.
I have no opinion of him. I don't consume his stuff, so
it's not for golf fans. A lot of people ripping on the Cardigan Classic. That's not. I don't even know why they sent the press release to golf media, because it was just going to get pilloried. It's like a pointless thing for just kind of Friday night empty calories is what that is. But NBC, I'm sure, is spending not an insignificant amount of money on it from that Tahoe event. What else you got on Champions Tour Minute? Anything else from the Ascension Charity Classic?
Not really. In the what I watched sparingly today and yesterday, there wasn't really a lot going on. It was pretty straight down the line this week.
With Papa in New York. Who's on the
I didn't even catch a reset to see who it was. They only do a reset
you didn't even
1 hour.
Watch it. Feels like you
I did my hour today. I promise I did my hour today. It was I watched it coming down the stretch because I wanted Stu to cash for me and one and done.
You had your Ryder Cup yesterday. It seems like you're just slacking off this weekend.
No,
you weren't getting your hour Champions cover.
I won my match. I did what I was responsible for.
Hey, what were you wearing in your Ryder Cup match there?
It's a good question. It was raining. It was a little chilly, so I was wearing my Beadratty, nice little light blue hoodie.
Captain Cool.
Yeah, the Captain Cool.
Hoodie. You're new. You still don't have the product line memorized quite like we do at this point. We have 6-year relationship. Hoodie. All right, the cool hoodie. That's a good one. That flies off the shelf.
I loved it. It was fantastic. Yeah, it was great.
First-hand testimony from our own PJ. Played in it yesterday.
Can I, in the middle of the ad read, could I bring in my favorite part of Champions Tour this week that I didn't watch? Sure. Somebody else was watching, doing some Champions Tour Minute research. Andrew Van Lasso, the great player, great T-shirt maker.
Yep. Great madam.
Said was watching the broadcast the other day, and Peter Jacobsen was saying how Kevin Sutherland doesn't get the respect he deserves for driving the golf ball.
Who is doling out respect or lack thereof about anyone's driving in any real substantive way on the Champions Tour? That is such a straw man of all straw men. That's incredible.
Kevin Sutherland's not getting the respect he deserves.
What does he need? A front page New York Times article on his strokes gained off the tee?
Do you know what I will never forget Kevin Sutherland for?
What? The match play?
Yeah, he pulled off the upset, right? He was a 64 seed.
I think so. Yeah.
It was one of the great, hyperbolic. You won't believe the 64 seed beat. It's like, the 64th ranked player is like, oh, he beat Scott McCarron. God, he beat Scott McCarron in the 36-hole final. Former high school rival Scott McCarron.
Well, they weren't giving him the respect. His tee game, the respect.
He was seated 62nd. So he beat David Duval and David Toms along the way.
All right.
He's opened up with a victory over David Duval.
Okay. He was probably not in his Beadratty that day, but PJ was yesterday. He's in his looks like Proctor hoodie now. We've got you fully dialed in. You're locked in on your Dratty stuff. You can be too, I should say, in English. If you go to beadratty.com, use the promo code SGS30, you get 30% off. Big time for shoulder season. You want to head on today, Andy, for a hellish day of youth sports. About 60, 65. Something you could wear, not just Sunday.
Everyday vest.
Tomorrow, the next day, and really every day. I got the everyday vest out for the first time since the spring. So it's not maybe an everyday vest in the summer, but I had it rocking and rolling today. You can get that at beachready.com. Use the promo code SGS30. They have,
You know what I was excited about?
What?
I got a P cup everyday vest came in the mail.
You did?
Yeah.
What is it? Black?
No,
USA?
it's blue. It's a USA one.
Oh, they sent me that? Like, honest to God, not part of the ad read. It's freaking slick. It's really nice. I really, really like it. The like nice logo. They got the USA down the back of the neck. Mm-hmm. It looks really, really good. This is honest to God. My review, I was like, holy shit. I'm going to wear this. It's really good. Everyday vest. Get the Prez Cup. All the Prez Cup stuff. Their official apparel partner of the President's Cup. Both teams. They've made it big time. You get their stuff on beachready.com.
This is why
too.
You should get the P Cup gear. You can look like Spartan. Spartan's a staple to Sean Martin's wardrobe at an event. There's two staples: Cal Poly gear and President's Cup gear.
Who hasn't woken up each day and said, I want to look like Smartin? I want to try to look like Smartin today. He's a fashion icon. And so that's what you can be too. If you get that, load up on P Cup gear or anything you want, everyday vest, whatever else you want, Proctor hoodie,
diving into this Kevin Sutherland,
driving
Scott McCarron rivalry.
Yeah.
They grew up high school rivals in Sacramento.
Interesting. Is Sutherland anchoring now?
Well, do you think Sutherland doesn't get the driving respect because of the anchor man?
McCarron kind of overshadows him. The Sacramento Bee is just covering McCarron now because of all his prowess.
What is
anchoring
this?
Away?
This one's the Spokesman Review, Spokane, Washington. I'm reading an article. Why is this Spokane, Washington?
That's just their website like aggregates every AP article, I think. Is where it ends up. So, all right, that does it for Senior Tour Minute. Congrats to Y.E. Yang. On the DP World Tour.
When was the last time this show, the lead golf story was the Senior Tour? Was it
probably like the Cologuard Classic or something like that?
I was thinking, actually, it's probably Royal Porthcawl when those guys were getting just like blown out into the ocean.
That was a fun one. Alex Cheka, I think, was your winner there.
VJ was in the mix.
Yep. On the DP World Tour in Crans, Montana, in Switzerland, Matt Wallace wins. Needed an extra hole. Had a big lead at one point. Guys were going low. He shot 70. Cool little coffee golf. That's like, honestly, incredible scenes all week. Such like golf on top of a mountain. Beautiful, beautiful views. Always sort of a nice little bit of coffee golf. Matt Wallace. Really good stuff that the DP World Tour did with him. They showed him talking, I think, to like that AI computer at the Scottish Open.
Was it Digital Jack?
I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know that you go in this confessional and you're talking to like a AI thing. I don't think I would go for that, and I wouldn't feel I wouldn't put.
You think it was Gold Boy?
Thoughts on camera, and he was very forthcoming about it, about how he's got a piss attitude. He's too hard on himself, and they showed it to him and he kind of diagnosed it or broke it down as he was in nice red jacket after winning today. Now, whatever it is, a month and a half, 2 months after that Scottish Open, his fifth win on the DP World Tour. I think he said it moved him to top of the Ryder Cup standings. I know PJ said he's done well at Bethpage for the 19 PGA. So we're already kind of microanalyzing that bullshit. But yes, congrats to Matt Wallace for finishing first on the DP World Tour in a playoff. A really good moment, I thought. Seek out that DP World Tour video of him sort of going through how hard he was being on himself. And now he was very emotional again after his win today. But congrats to him. A true pro, 5-time winner on the DP World Tour, a real pro.
Hey, game within the game.
What?
Cosia lost to Piss Bear Jr.
He did. Cosia got wiped out one day. He struggles at altitude, I think. It's short of breath. I don't know. But they're off to the west. Yes. No, the East Coast, I should say. The East Coast of Ireland. Northern Ireland. They're going to Royal County Down.
This was a light golf
for the
week.
Irish Open. Yeah.
Next week is absolutely stacked. Solheim, Irish Open, and live at Bolingbrook for some comedic relief.
A little bit of like September windfall. It's kind of great, you know? And Royal County Down will be done before football, ideally. And then you get the Solheim Cup too, which I think ends at like 3:00 on Sunday, the singles. So yeah, we have a good week going on. Watch our video on Royal County Down. We were obviously there in March, collected some footage, if you can believe it or not. And Andy did a little sit down and narrated the course. I would say it's a little bit of a soothing zen. If you're trying to delay work to start the week on Monday morning, check that out on the Fried Egg YouTube page. That's going to be a great watch. This is the first time Royal County Down's really been subject of an event with during a modern broadcast. I would say they had the Irish Open like 8-10 years ago, and this is they'll have, I would think and hope, cameras everywhere, high definition, the whole deal. It could be really, really cool. And those Euro Tour broadcasts come on early enough that I think you'll get most of the front nine on like Saturday and Sunday, which is obviously some of those stunners.
That's what I would recommend. Get up early so you can see the front nine.
We'll talk about that plenty on Wednesday. But yes, Matt Wallace is your winner this week. Any news? There's really nothing. I got a good U.S. women's mid-am nugget. The one woman who's 6 months pregnant, Alexandra Austin, was T1. I think she's T3 now. 6 months pregnant. Incredible. But also, little tidbit from the ground. Apparently one of the mid-amps is playing with a full-blown staff bag and a full set. What would you guess the staff bag is?
Titleist.
In the women's mid-amp. No, it's your guy.
PXG.
Dr. Bob PXG. In the women's mid-amp. Full-blown PXG staff bag up at Braeburn. That's ongoing. Still ongoing up in Massachusetts. What other news do we have? Nothing. We already hit on Cardigan Classic. A little bit of match. Sounds like the match that Live versus PGA Tour payout might be nice and hefty. Nice little cut for those guys trying to bring golf back together, trying to unify golf.
That's what they're
doing. Make a little coin out there in Vegas. Could be
get paid along the way.
Yeah, could be a couple more. I don't know. Anything else you want to throw out there? Unsubstantiated rumors. Hearing SSG is really starting to sink its teeth into this thing. Examine, cut budgets, maybe
Really?
cut budgets, look at cutting budgets. Doesn't sound like Jay is like super unsubstantiated, happy with this. I don't know. Just doesn't. It sounds like he's, I don't envy his position, but it feels like we're headed towards an off season of real power struggles. And I don't know if SSG is like, I'm the captain now. Look at me. I'm the captain now doing this stuff. And who do they answer to, or who do they like to answer? Are they going to listen to No Hat Pat? Are they going to listen to who? I don't know. Are they just going to listen to nobody and run the show? Just seems like we're heading to a murky, I don't know if off season's the word, but fall and prior to 2025. Seems like that's where we're headed. So we'll see. See what changes.
Just great. As you said in that tweet last week, congrats to everybody involved with men's professional golf.
Yeah, there was a lot of response to that. Weird response. I don't know. Anyways, blaming Liv or blaming the tour. I don't know. It's just everything about it. I don't think is super palatable right now. And I think hopefully the Irish Open will be a bit of a salve for that. So
Irish Open's going to be awesome. That's going to be.
That does it.
Yeah.
Nothing happened this weekend. Tough weekend to have a golf podcast. We should have come up with something better, I suppose. But
we had plenty. We had Champions Tour Minute.
Kevin Sutherland facts. All right, we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Enjoy your Mondays.